Greetings, and welcome. I should be saying welcome back. Now it's a good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, maybe to some of you, good night. Wherever you are, it's good to be back. This is Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, and I am Joy Ruffen. And today I'm doing a solo because this is the 4th of July weekend. So I thought I'd come in and begin the month of July, which is full of surprises and all good stuff for you, all kinds of offerings. But this is a big holiday for us here in the States. But we're global. We go everywhere. So my Eagles, I've given you a new title. It's called The League of Eagles. Because if you're here now or you're going to come later for the replay, that's who you are. And eagles, well, we're going to have a lot of conversations about eagles and all the different types of birds. It'll always be high fun. That's what we like to do here. So friends, the work that I do is as a leadership and signature style specialist, speaker, executive producer, TV host, and podcaster. Yet everything evolves around the fashion and style industry, the entertainment industry, and the communications, and divine femininity along with power. Woo! We're going to talk a little bit about that today because you know why? We are in the cycle, the era of casual. So we're going to talk about today from casual to commanding with intent. Because when you talk about divine femininity, that's what you're talking about. So today we're going to explore the question, and are you ready to rise higher? Because we're talking about power. Power casual. Now, what does that mean? With deliberate, unstoppable intent. And why now, you might ask? Well, the world, W-O-R-L-D, I love to spell, because again, is living in hyper casual style. That's just the cycle of life that we're in. But if you are a professional and in business, you got to take it to another level, from remote work to hybrid office, from casual everywhere. It's everywhere. There's an expression that they started some time ago. I think it was right after the pandemic hit or maybe before, the new normal. What the heck is new normal? Normal is normal. There's no new normal. You're normal or you're not. But it caught on, as so much does. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but we're a part of a humongous collective. Style is your influence. Visibility is your power. Leaders still need, even in this casual mode, a powerful presence, even if it's in casual clothing. So how do you do that? How do you get that? Why is it still important? We're in this cycle of new. Everything's new. Style is influence. And your signature style, your signature look, it matters deeply. When you care, and of course you do, it's important because it signals your personal brand, your mission, and your message, your first impression. It speaks before you even say a word. Casual should never mean, and truth be told, shouldn't say this, but I've always been out of the box. I think you might know that by now. It's never sloppy. It's never casual where it's just kind of a mess. It really ought to mean for you, or you wouldn't be here, effortless polish and confident that's intentional. Think modern, fresh, approachable, powerful. A commanding casual, it can be your silent advantage. And the key elements to think about now, the right fit, the right tailoring. Don't let that word tailoring throw you for a loop. You can find a good dressmaker, and once you find the right brand names and the right everything for you, it'll be less tailoring involved. Colors that reflect your mood, and you wear them contingent upon your mood. If you have a low mood and you're not good energy, then you get brighter colors that are in your color palette that reflect your mood that you want to be in, that you wish you were in, maybe, and shows your unique presence. Fabrics, ooh, fabrics, love fabrics, with movement and subtle luxury. Accessories. Now, here's something that one of my clients, my friend, said to me, I don't like jewelry. It's just, I don't like stuff hanging around my neck and things on my wrist and fingers and watches. And I just don't care for it. Good. Who says you have to wear it? Accessories includes handbags, pens, brooches back in the day, shoes, and so many other things, scarves. There's so many ways you can bring about your intentional signature style look that carry purpose and intention. Ask yourself these critical questions. What does your style say about you today? Is your brand image aligned with the image you want to project? Is the presence, your presence, consistent and memorable? I like the memorable and unforgettable together. Sometimes people might not remember your name, but they'll remember a look or a feeling that you gave them, what you stand for, maybe what you said. It's all a part of your signature style, and you build it through trust and authority, especially for women in leadership today. Divine femininity deserves to stand tall with confidence and presence. No shrinking back, no fading into the background. The days for that fake facade, just all the high brand names and the high-end designers and wearing their clothes and they don't fit. And let me share one other little point of interest with you. I will begin to be saying more and more things that nobody says, but yet somewhere you know and you've heard. Because of time, this thing called time, most of us don't have the time to shop the way we might have back in the day. I love back in the day, old school, old fashioned, for a reason, because I also love the new. It's exciting. It's groundbreaking in many ways. A lot of it's pure garbage, but it depends. You find what works for you. A lot of times, because I don't have the time to shop the way that I used to love to shop and see all the new and get excited about it and over it, now I listen, because as I work, I listen a lot more than look, and something catches my eye, I might turn to look and see what it is. But let me say this, and I'm not knocking the online shopping networks. There are a lot of them. There are 3 that are major that I have a little pamphlet that I offer to those of you who are really interested in style along with fashion. And that I said for this reason: look and listen and enjoy. But, yet, my friends tell me, don't say but, say yet. Does it really matter sometimes? Listen, look, but know who you are. And you know why I say that? Because they're so good. They are so good at what they do, even the ones that maybe you don't like and you don't care for. They are good. They're not shrinking into the background. They're promoting, and they're so good at what they're doing that they fall in love with what they're promoting, even if it's not for them. And they own almost everything that they're promoting. Your assignment, if you don't know about it, you know now. I love homework. Get to know you. Get to know when they're promoting and getting all excited about stuff. If you get excited too because it fits you, all well and good. But if you're purchasing and having things delivered to you that you're back and forth with because it doesn't fit you and something's not right about it, or you wear it once, then that's not you. Your assignment, we have to go back to the basics, go back to the beginning, to the rebirth of what's best for us. I started off in the fashion industry. Love it. No one loves it more than I do. But I have seen, as I have aged and developed and progressed, that they teach you a lot about fashion, style, and color, but not about the individual. And that's what I'm about now, because we're going into the age of the individual, where you find what works for you. And what works for me is not going to work for you. And what works for you is not going to work for me and others. The assignment is to know what works for you. A V-neck is the best and the most popular V-neck out here, but it's not for everybody. Contingent upon a lot of variables. And then the depth of the V-neck. And the same applies for any other neckline. It's contingent upon so many things. And these are not the things that we learn and put together where there's balance. And I want you to be thinking about balance. Because when we talk about balance, harmony, and grace, we're talking about style. And I will be sharing with you a lot of conversations here and on my new network platform, Joy's radio station, Wombology, love the name, where I'll be sharing with you a lot of things about fashion and style and how you develop and find it for you. It will make all the difference in the world. For now, before I get carried away and go on and on, you know that I can do that. Or if you don't know, you'll know now. I'm going to take a quick little reset because I want to invite you to connect and join with me. This reset, I'm going to ask you to be a part of my community, our community. It's called Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. I want you to join us there because your vision, the mission that you're about here, and your purpose, it matters. It matters deeply. Don't feel that it has no meaning for anyone else. It does. And your assignment now is to discover what it is and start sharing it with others in your signature style, the style and the image and the presence that fits you best. There's another platform in the community that I belong to. I've been with them for a while, but I've just started to really promote this platform. I love this community. It's an extended family community. It's all about the great discovery of you and how you present your course creations and everything that you're about to others. It's a global platform. So all you have to do is pop in there any weekday at 8 p.m. and you'll get a taste. You get a feel for what they're about. And you can take a screenshot or a snapshot and you can bounce in there with my link and they will share with you, and do it several times until you get the flavor and the flair of whether or not it's going to be for you, and then we'll go from there. But it's a great platform and I love it. And you'll find out that there's a lot that you can do there, offerings that they have. Now, this is what I wanted to end with. I have a new, it is new, a YouTube platform, Joy Ruffen, Fashioning Femininity, Style, and Truth, because that's what I'm all about. So I want you to connect with me there. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, give me your suggestions, your input, because we're there every week with a different topic that will always evolve around fashion and style, the entertainment industry, communications, a big one on language. Any and every week that you come there and all the other videos that are there, let me know what you think. I value your opinions and your thoughts, and then we'll go from there. But please make sure to take a screenshot or a snapshot and join me here on my new YouTube channel. I love saying new. I like the new and the old. I like to blend them, and I hope you feel the same. That said, you want to lead with grace. You want to lead with style and impact. Again, I'm repetitive for a reason. From the Zoom room to the boardroom. Carry one consistent, powerful message. You want to blend corporate polish with entrepreneurial flair. This is a new business casual today. It has a looseness and a lightness about it. Remember, my eagles, you are writing these new rules for how we lead and shine, how we are being seen, remembered, respected always. And here are some practical steps that you can begin with. You've heard them here, there, and everywhere. That's good. Hear it again. Audit your closet with honesty and clarity. I do that with mine every so often. I go through and I say, I haven't worn this in quite a while. I wear this all the time. Get the pieces that you find that every time there's something, you pull it out and it does something for you. Define what that is, that style, that silhouette, that look, that fit. And also find your color palette is everything. You know how you've seen, I'm in love with Dr. Zeus. I don't know why. I never had kids. I'm around a lot of kids. I see, you see, we all see, everybody sees. I love that. It rhymes. But you see it and you see that there's so many times a beautiful dress or a pair of shoes or a bag, whatever it might be, but it doesn't belong to the person. Something's missing. The color's not right. Maybe the handbag doesn't fit. The shoes aren't, whatever it might be. The color palette that's yours and the different gradations of that color and tone, it makes a big, big difference. You find the silhouettes that fit and flatter your body best. You edit, refine, and repeat until it's seamless. Because seamless is what you're looking for. And you want to remember that it's always polished. It's not overdressed. It's intentional, is what I'm wanting to say. It's never accidental or forced. Yet sometimes you can pull things together and you can put it together and you didn't have that in mind, but then you look and you say, wow, that looks good. I like that. And then you build on that. Build is one of my favorite words. Remember that you want to dress to influence. You want to dress to empower. And this is your moment. This is your awakening. That's why I label myself the minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings. This is our time to awaken, especially women. No more hiding or second guessing and running around as if you don't know who you are and don't own your power. You stand tall for your mission and what you wear each and every day. I don't care if it's Bermuda shorts, crop pants, pedal pushers, the name used back in the day. I don't know. They have them still today. Whatever you wear, is it commanding a presence for you that's casual, but yet it speaks to your power? Or are you shielding your superpower when you show up? When you show up, the world takes notice. I don't care how you're dressed. And yes, they listen carefully. And my League of Eagles, sometimes they will say, and sometimes they won't say. Your assignment is to know and feel. The universe is built on feelings. Feel what they're saying and what they're seeing. And it's a process. It takes time. But my Eagles, please hear me when I say it is our time to soar higher and higher in our power casual that ignites impact. So I want you to join me live each and every week on YouTube, here on Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'll be bringing to you featured guest speakers. By the way, I love to present to you all the people in leadership and their different styles and how they show up. So each and every week, we're going to dive deeper together to discover all the different ways that you can show up and present your innate God-given power. It doesn't matter your higher source or the higher being that you report to. It's knowing from inside of you what works best for you. And how do you know that? Well, it's a journey. It's a process. It takes time. Very few things happen overnight. Have you heard me say, I say it often, I am repetitive. We are in the Insta society. And my generation, I think, is to blame somewhat for that. We told those that came underneath and through us that they are geniuses and brilliant and beautiful and so on. But then when they get out here into the real world, they see there's zillions of others just like them. different, but yet somewhat the same. And I say that to say that we all know that we're from the huge collective, meaning we're all one. I always end with all for one and one for all, especially for us women, more so than ever before. The casual, copy, compete, it's over for those who are in leadership, no matter what label or title you give yourself. You can be a light worker. You can be a light keeper. You can be a gatekeeper, a wayshower, a star seed. Doesn't really matter. Whoever and whatever label you give, how are you sharing that in love and wisdom with others to ignite something within them? That's the assignment. And you can only do that as you get to know you. Was it Aristotle who said, know thyself? That hasn't changed. So this Insta society where you want everything today when it ought to be down the road, or maybe even yesterday. But how do you do that and do it with grace and dignity? How do you command? Because demanding something never, ever works. Respect, admiration, appreciation. You do it in different ways, not only in your presence and your appearance, but your language. And as one of my many lovable mentors said, people might forget a lot of things, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And how you make people feel from everything within you, when you're not judging, it makes all the difference in the world. So your seed to be thinking about is, what do you want to lead? There's so much rhetoric out here, verbiage, jargon. It's just everywhere. The buzzword comes out and then everybody picks up on it. And in this casual society that we're in now, this ability to be an individual and out of the box, but yet a part of the system, it's changing tremendously. How are you going to make the change where you know that you're no better, but vastly different, and convey that in love and wisdom? How is that going to come about for you? How are you going to allow your casual to speak to the integrity, the honor, and the loyalty within you, so that your royalty, woohoo, I do love these words, your regalness, your rare being shows through? It's like my friend said, it's not about the words, it's about the action. How are you conveying that to the people that you are working with? How are they feeling and sensing what you're all about? There's will be, as we progress here together, lots of offerings that I'm going to be offering you. A lot of freebies, a lot of others that are minuscule in cost, a lot of others where you come aboard and you really get the seeds of you so that you can blossom to who you're supposed to be. And my eagles, when I say to you that I don't blame and I don't throw judgments out there, but you can't help what you see and what you feel. My background is commercial insurance and fashion in the reverse order. I see things, even when I was a younger person, that I see now. But you don't have to wait. There's a lot that we can do now, generational. It doesn't matter what generation you're in. If you really want to own your power and know who you are, then you do it with grace and dignity. It is your time to soar, and especially women. We don't blame. We don't bash. We don't blast men. We don't in any way attempt to lead the way that they have done it for centuries. Some not too well. It'll be the same for us in a different way, but it's our time. And when you accept that, you'll dive even deeper into what works for you, what lights you up, what gives you that extra, what I call the X factor, because everybody has it. I think it was a long time ago when Les Brown said, everybody has greatness within them. I was a teeny tot then. Of course, I exaggerate to make a point. Yet, it's true. Everybody has greatness, a gift, and a genius within. It's just waiting for you to allow it to blossom. So when I say casual power, that's the assignment that I'm leaving you with. How are you going to find that power that's casual, that's commanding with intent within you. It's there, whatever your style might be. And there's so many different styles, but that style has to have harmony, balance, and grace. Because if it's just new and it's something that's exaggerated and it's just a brand name that everybody's wearing and then you're wearing it, that's not style. We're talking about style, signature style, your style. Doesn't belong to anybody else. It's yours. It can be simple. It can be eclectic. It can be exaggerated. It can be in the different categories and a combination of all. But how balanced is it? And is it sloppy? Is it messy? You want a style, if you're in leadership, that speaks to your greatness. That is all that you want. And before I leave here, there's one thing I want to share with you. First off, we'll be coming back, even though this is 4th of July weekend. Have a great weekend, enjoy it, and do all the things that mom and dad told you not to do, but then do it in grace with dignity. Oh, I'm going to get shot. And the other thing is that I want you really to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we're looking for building a community there. So you'll take that screenshot or that snapshot and go there and subscribe. It's very simple. Joy Ruffen, fashioning, femininity, style, and truth. And my Eagles, I'm all about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, combining them together, because that's what we need to do. So I'm going to ask you to go there and make sure that you subscribe. And from now on, every week that I come to you on a Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Wednesday at 5 p.m. for Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, that's my Facebook group, I'm going to be giving you offerings and asking you to connect and to join, because I know how active and involved and immersed in the businesses that we're in, that we are. So it's hard to get here for a live streaming, but the replay, I know you tune into. So make sure that you continue to do that. And I'm going to wrap up a wee bit early here because there are things that one has to do. But know this, each and every time I come to you in love, much love, from my heart to your heart. Remember that your assignment, whether you love homework or not, I'll always be giving them to you, is to discover who you are at your core. Blend the heart and soul together, and then take that with you everywhere that you go. And sooner or later, the people who are meant to be with you will connect with you and join with you, and you'll have an extended family that's yours and yours alone. Until the next time, I'm sending you always much, much love from my heart to yours. Embrace it, embody it, and all the best. Have a glorious holiday weekend. Much love. Cheers.